Hello friends, I am Manoj Keja. We'll talk about answer writing. Fine, in answer writing means mains, simply. Mains is highly predictable. If you look at last 2 years question, 5 years question, 10 years question, you will find that generally the way they ask questions are within the boundary. What they want to test is basically your expression skill. What they want to test is your, you can say, perspective. What they want to test is your analytical ability. It's not simply about the knowledge, information, etc. Fine. And that's why if you look at the main examination, you will find it's highly predictable and it's manageable. Despite this fact, you will find that most of the candidates I am saying, falls anything from, you can say, 35% to 40% of the marks in main examination. Most of the candidates I am saying, if you look at or scan the marks which is already in the public domain, you will find this. Why? Let's look at 4 things which probably will help you to gain the expression skill in a limited time. And first thing first is the problem per se. Fine. What is the problem? Problem is basically, if you look at answer writing is not simply about you can say writing something or daily answer writing or anything else. No, not at all. Answer writing is expression, and it never comes without thought process. Because when you write, what you do, you capture your thought process. It's not about simply content procurement and answer writing simply. And that's why you will find, if you ask yourself, either you are hesitant to start. If you are starting, you are not getting motivation. And if you want to continue, you are not you can say, sometimes you think कि syllabus नहीं हुआ है. So there are so many limitations that comes to you. So it's not about knowledge. This is what I want to say. Why? Because you will have to understand there are certain false beliefs in this regard. False belief is that once I do the syllabus or complete the syllabus, then I should start writing. How I should start writing? Find daily 5 questions or XYZ. There are so many stories. I don't know much about it. I know one and only one thing, that answer writing is skill. It's expression. Expression is output in mains. It's output in mains. So you need to think from something that is called alternative. What is the alternative? Alternative is basically you have to think knowledge plus skill point of view. You are here. Mostly you are here. The moment you start thinking from the skill point of view, you will have a different kind of mindset, approach, a strategy, and then the method and tool also. And so here you will have to understand that what action you should take to address this problem of answer writing. Fine. Keeping in mind this, though we do a lot of test series, interaction, etc., what I have realized that we need to design something which is very easygoing, very short, crisp, and focus only on building the skill set rather than the test series. It's a very short intervention in your preparation, which helps you to elevate. Fine. Keeping in this only, we have designed a program that is called Samarth. Answer writing program, scaling program. Fine. 3 months, but this 3 months is not very exhaustive, very light, very slow. It's basically runs, you can say, in 3 stages. This program. The first phase is basically about the understanding. Understanding simply means, when we say answer writing is not about writing anything. It has to be specific, very, very specific. So it moves in and around 4 things. Number 1, clarity. You are able to understand the demand of the question or not. Second is relevance. Fine. Dimensions, examples. Third is depth, means your analytical ability, and fourth is a structure, in the sense sequencing of the points. Fine. So answer writing, when we say, it moves, a good answer moves in and around these 4 components. Anyone can give any suggestion, but the point is basically unless you know that where you need to work, here, here, here or here, fine, you will keep writing. So one needs to be very, very specific that what is the demand. Demand is not content procurement. Demand is basically to understand where you are, identify the gap and put your effort to fill it. So the first phase, which will run for a week, first week you can say completely, a regular class sort of thing, where what we are going to do, we will do everything through the worksheet. We'll take certain topics, we'll give you certain worksheet in the class itself, which will help you to understand what does mean by clarity, relevance, depth, structure, fine. It's a very intensive, fine, very short, fine. So this is going to the first. Then the first stage, which will last for a week, fine. Then the second stage, that is called practice. Practice in the sense, whatever you understand, apply here. No more gyan, only practice action, and the intervention should be in such a way that helps you to elevate real time. Otherwise, there is no meaning of doing answer writing XYZ. It's very gradual. But at least some effort you have to put in a way where you need what needs to be done next. Very specific. Whatever you know, apply it. So basically, if you look at, you can say, the second phase. Second phase, you can say, will last for 3-4 weeks, where it is going to be very easy. So the first thing first, what we are going to do is elementary. If you look at the questions, design of the questions, fine, you will find that it is basically designed in such a way where UPSC is all about very specific demand. It may be conceptual, it may be application, it may be thinking, it may be analytical, etc. So it's better to start your practice with the first thing first, and that is elementary. Very, very basic, you can say, the questions. Where what we are going to do here, for example, if you look at this elementary phase, where questions will be fact and figure based and conceptual based. So elementary consists of 2 things: conceptual questions and fact and figure based questions. This is what we will practice first. Then we'll move to the next level, that is called multidisciplinary. So the next level of the question, because again I am saying it's all about skilling. It's not about the knowledge, skilling, application. So gradually you have to elevate yourself. You have to identify the gap and you have to fix there itself. There itself. Whether you are a fresher does not mean you have started today itself. Fresher in the sense, it's your first attempt, or doesn't matter, it's your third attempt, doesn't matter. Expression is expression, it is the demand of the main examination. So here what we are going to do, you can say, in the next phase, that questions will be related to the cross-disciplinary perspective, etc. Fine. And then the next level is going to be, which is open-ended, critical thinking, etc. Fine. So the second phase is basically a very, very specific practice. And third is third phase, with what we call it performance test. Fine. So whatever we do, you apply in a flexible. It's you can say the date is not fixed as such. So don't worry for the time management and all, not at all. You have enough time for other things. You have to give first week very intensive, then the second week onwards it's alternate day, very light intervention, fine, personalized mentorship, so that you should know with whom you are practicing, fine. And finally, when you reach to the third stage, everything is all about application in certain areas. certain areas. Why we have picked Indian polity, etc.? Because these are the fundamental subjects. We are doing ethics also, essay also, but here in these 5 areas, because if you are good here, then mostly you are good everywhere, because it's expression. It's about expression. If you have that kind of skill sets, you have that kind of skill sets. Doesn't matter if you are writing answer of optional subject, or you are writing answer of history or XYZ. You have certain set of skills. You have certain set of skills. So this is how the Samarth answer writing, which is very short, crisp, about the scaling, fine, which helps you to be very specific, which helps you to move from input to the output, designed in 3 phases, fine. And these 3 phases, again, I would like to you can say a very quick recap sort of thing. So it is going to be in and around 3 things or 3 phases. Number 1, understand, practice, perform. You understand the demand of the good answer, you practice it, and then you apply in the subject, certain subjects, which is a kind of full test. Full test, fine. So this is what it is all about. Samarth answer writing is all about. Thank you very much.